You want to know why your whole fucking family, your whole bloodline is fucking cursed? It's because your grandmother plays with fucking witchcraft. She cursed her entire fucking family. That's why when your grandmama gets old and gray and she's about 80, 90 years old, all of her kids and grandkids and great grandkids are all broken up and divided up. They're not going to be standing around her bedside during her dying last days because she had a hand in destroying her own fucking family. She made a deal with the devil. A lot of y'all grandmamas cursed y'all fucking family, but y'all ain't ready for that conversation. I want to preface this video starting it off with Proverbs 14:1. The wise woman builds her house up, but the foolish woman tears hers down with her bare hands. Let me tell you something about a lot of y'all grandmothers, including mine, because I can't fucking stand my grandmother. And I'm talking about my grandmother on my father's side. We call her Nana. I believe my Nana made a deal with the devil. I honestly believe she is suffering because she has single-handedly destroyed her children, and everything that she's done to her children has trickled down to her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The dysfunction, the trauma, the pain, the suffering at her hands. She single-handedly destroyed her family, and I know she plays with witchcraft. I saw with my own eyes, she owns a Ouija board. And Ouija boards, if you know anything about a Ouija board, people use Ouija boards to communicate with the dead, to communicate with demons, to communicate with the other side. I don't fucking play with Ouija boards. I've also witnessed my Nana play psychological games with her children and grandchildren. And when I say psychological games, I mean manipulation, control tactics, and triangulation. For instance, she has 3 sons. One of those sons is my father. Now, her youngest son is deceased. That was her baby. I think him passing away was a part of her punishment, but that's another video for another time. I don't give a fuck who gets mad about it. Those are my personal feelings. I feel like God is punishing her for the damage and trauma and pain she has caused her children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She would buy one of her sons or do more for her sons than the other. So she would play her children against each other to make them jealous and envious and competitive. That is called triangulation. And me being one of her grandchildren, she also played this psychological game of triangulation with her grandchildren. She would do something nice or spoil one of my cousins and then rub it in my face. She gets off on playing her children and grandchildren against each other, dangling money and gifts, being spiteful and hateful. Very controlling woman, very manipulative. Then my granddaddy passed away. But she's still alive. She's lost a son and she's lost a spouse, and all her children, between my father and my other uncle, they're broken up. Her grandchildren are all broken up, living in different states and cities or whatever. Her family is broken up. And I bet she's sitting there playing victim, wondering what the hell happened. Nana, you made a deal with the fucking devil. That's what the fuck happened. And I say all this to say, y'all, if you want to know why your family's so fucked up, dysfunctional, fighting one minute, falling out, fighting, falling out, fighting, falling out, shouting hateful slurs towards each other, gossiping, a bunch of y'all gang up on one, bullying, being mean-spirited, like a bunch of mean girls like y'all in fucking high school. If your family behaves like that, I guarantee you there is a generational curse over your family. And baby, your grandmama is a witch. And your granddaddy is a warlock. Playing with demons, demonic energy. And for those of you that are smart enough to get the fuck away from your family and cut them off, because God has raised your spiritual eye, and you understand in the spiritual realm, you have to get away from demons, even if they're in your own fucking family. You don't play with that shit. Let your family talk all the shit they want. Let them gossip. Let them say what they want to say. You are protected by God. Your grandmother, on the other hand, will have to pay for destroying her own fucking family. Y'all, please smarten up. You don't have to deal with your family. You don't have to continue going through dysfunction or putting yourself through unnecessary pain. Let it go. Distance yourself. Go to therapy. Don't be afraid to be alone. When you're isolated and alone, you get to focus with no distractions on reparenting and rebuilding yourself. Dropping all the toxic shit you learned from your fucked up family. Toxic behaviors, toxic mannerisms. You lose all that when you focus on self and you isolate and you heal and you go to therapy and you do the shadow work. Your grandmother ain't gonna like that shit, but fuck her. God's gonna get her ass. She single-handedly destroyed her family and now she's gotta pay for it.